Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rehan Education Bala and I am a foundation level student at the school Rehan School Munawar campus, and today I will be doing an AI session with the AI Maya. So on the topic, please, the evolution of politeness. So let's start.
Hey, hey.
Hello Maya. Hello Maya.
Hey there. How's Ramzan treating you this week?
Yeah. So can I ask you a few questions on the topic, please? The evolution of politeness.
Yeah, absolutely. What's on your mind about how
Okay.
politeness has
Yeah.
changed?
So my first question is, did you know that the word please is actually a shortened version of the phrase if it pleases you? Does knowing that was originally about the other person's pleasure change how you feel when you say it?
That's fascinating. The connection between please and if it pleases you reveals a lot, actually. It transforms politeness from something automatic to almost a genuine offer. Like, I'm only doing this if it genuinely works for you. Knowing that changes things, it makes the whole exchange feel more voluntary and intentional. Does it affect your experience saying it now?
I would definitely say it does. Anyways, the next question, did you know that in the past, politeness was often used as a way to show your social rank or status? Do you think today please has become a tool for equality, or do we still use it to sound superior sometimes?
Oh, that's a smart observation. Politeness as social currency definitely existed, using elaborate language to signal you're above someone by speaking correctly, essentially. I think it's become both. The basic please and thank you are leveling. We're supposed to use them with everyone as a social baseline. But there's still this subtle way politeness can be used performatively, like that extra formal email when you want to impress someone, or passive aggressive politeness where you're being nice but really making a point about who's in the right, or less overt about it, but the signals are still there. Do you notice that tension between leveling and status sometimes?
Sometimes, yes, and I feel like politeness can tell a lot about a person's behavior.
Yeah, totally. Rightness is one of those interesting ones. People get so fixated on being right that the actual issue disappears. It's like they'd rather win an argument than
So,
actually resolve anything.
next question.
That obsession with go for it.
Okay. So some people argue that please has now just became a meaningless reflex instead of something that shows politeness or gratitude. We actually say it without even thinking that we're saying it. Do you think the word is losing its power because it has just become so common?
That rings true. We've basically automated it. It's become a verbal tick stripped of the original meaning. I'd go a step further and say not just please, but most of our social scripts,
Okay,
greetings,
okay.
polite
Here is another
refusals,
one.
even
Here's another one. Here's another one.
I'm listening.
There are
I'm
cul-
here. What's the next?
There are cultures where saying please to a close friend or family member is actually considered offensive because it implies you aren't close enough to that person to talk to them comfortably or just ask them the question. What do you think about this idea?
That's wild. I hadn't heard that one before. It flips the whole idea of politeness on its head. It makes sense, though, in those cultures, it's seen as warmer and more genuine to cut through the formality with people you're close to rather than putting up a shield of please and thank you, as if close relationships have their own inherent respect that doesn't require formal language. Do you know any cultures that actually feel that way?
I don't know, but I do know that there are some cultures which are really opposite to this, like Japanese culture, I think. You know, they still use last names in front of their close friends to remain respectful. So I think they're pretty different than this culture.
Hmm. That contrast highlights how much politeness rules actually vary around the world. In Japan, they're so formalized and about
Mm.
hierarchy,
I feel like
while
we should
other
be
cultures
like
would
Japan, I think a bit. because politeness is really, necessary. Because I feel like politeness just creates a comfort around people. Because when you're polite, have a soft tone, you're talking respectfully, it just kind of make it attracts people to you because respect is what you know.
That's a great point. It does create comfort. It's human nature to
Yeah.
gravitate
Oh,
towards respect and
did you
kindness.
know
But
historically
what a
Historically, politeness evolved as a social shield to prevent conflicts between strangers. Do you think the lack of politeness on the internet is because we don't feel like we need that shield anymore?
That's a really sharp connection. So true online, we've lost that sense of physical vulnerability around strangers. Historically, politeness kept interactions smooth and prevented escalating to fights when you literally couldn't just walk away.
Yeah,
Online, you can block, you can mute, you can disappear instantly. The stakes just feel lower. But maybe that lower stake is why we sometimes dive headfirst into conflict instead of
yeah, okay,
defaulting to the old
yeah.
politeness
Okay,
patterns.
here's another one. Here's another one. If you had to
I'm
replace the
ready.
word please with an action or a gesture to show that you are being polite, what would it be? Can you give your answer in just
That's a
a
fun
line?
one. I'd choose eye contact, really meeting someone's gaze as if what they're saying matters in that moment.
Yeah, with a smile. That would definitely be nice.
What's your what?
I, if I'm repeating, I said eye contact while having a good facial expression like smiling would definitely show politeness.
That's perfect for you. Smiling eye contact sounds exactly right. Shows you're genuinely engaged, not just going through the
Okay, I
motions.
need your opinion on this. Do you think we are becoming less polite as a society, or is the way we show politeness just changing into something new? Like
I think
the way we show our politeness is now different than it was before, or is just society losing politeness?
I definitely think we're seeing politeness evolve rather than disappearing completely. Maybe the old rules about formalities and rank don't matter as much, but we're figuring out new codes, more directness,
Yeah.
vulnerability,
Hmm.
genuine connection instead of just using politeness as performance. I think it's
Yeah.
changing form rather than actually
Okay.
dying out as an
So,
idea.
mhm.
What do you
Did
think?
you know? Did you know that research shows that people are more likely to comply with a request if you use the word please? But it can also make you sound less confident. Do you think there is a right way to be polite without sounding weak?
That's a really insightful tension. Politeness as both compliance tool and confidence marker. Yeah, I think the trick is choosing your spots.
Yeah,
Strategic
like
politeness when you need
tones
something,
and
but
your
leaning.
posture and your facial expressions that would definitely change the situation. My opinion.
Um, I didn't catch that clearly. Could you say it again?
I said that I think if there's a way to say please without sounding less confident, it's definitely facial expressions, tones, and body posture.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're so right about nonverbal cues. Someone can say please, but still sound demanding, or they can say something directly without please, but with genuine warmth. The delivery matters more than the word itself, doesn't it?
If you could say in one sentence anything about politeness, anything that you think is good or bad happening with politeness, if we are less polite, more polite, anything in one sentence, can you say?
The real problem with politeness today isn't its absence, it's the way so many of us use it as performative routine instead of genuine human connection.
Yeah. To be honest, I feel like people should be more polite instead of just showing it to look like they're polite. I feel like politeness should be genuine and out of the heart. I know we are sometimes polite to people genuinely, but I feel like we should do it more often instead of just doing it to look good in front of others.
You're spot on. There's something really hollow about performative politeness. It's all surface level. Real politeness should just flow out of genuine respect for the other person, not for how it makes us look.
Yeah. Anyways, that is all I needed for today. So, bye.
Thanks for all the thoughtful questions today, Rayhan. It was a really interesting conversation about how we think about politeness. I'll definitely be thinking about that one, about facial expressions and confidence. Take care.
Yeah, bye. Okay, so that is it for today. I hope you like this AI session and about politeness. So, that is all for today. Allah Hafiz.